Lily. You ready to go Baja?
Well guys, it's time to leave this BLM area that I've been staying at for several days now since I left the Phoenix, Arizona area. And in my last video I told you we're going to Baja, so we gotta prepare. Well, my streak of bad luck seems to continue with the van, which we will get to in just a moment. I did all of my errands in Yuma so that I could prep for Mexico and then go to El Centro and meet Holly and Shane before we cross over the US-Mexican border into Baja. However, I woke up this morning to a very sluggish battery on my van. The first time that I tried to turn it over, it wouldn't turn over. So the second time I gave it some gas and that seemed to get the battery charged enough to start the van. So I was like, well, I'm glad this happened while I'm in Yuma. I need to get this battery changed. I figured the battery was probably going at this point since it's the original battery from when the van was actually manufactured in 2017. So it's about time I went ahead and replaced it. Well, there's nothing like getting a great start to Baja. I'm not sure if we're gonna get out of here, but at least this was changed before we actually got to Mexico and it didn't happen there. So that's good news. I am so glad the battery is done. I swear, I feel like we're never gonna be able to get out of here. Holly and Shane are having a few issues, just shipping issues, nothing crazy, but hopefully we're gonna do it. We still do not have our FMM authorized yet. I don't know what's going on. We both put those in early. They did their Sunday, I did mine Monday, and we don't have them back. Usually it takes like 30 minutes to an hour to get them back. So I guess worst case scenario is we will take our receipts to the border and get it at the border. I've looked, there's no travel restrictions going on right now, so I'm not sure why they haven't been authorized. By the way, the FMM is basically your tourist visa to get into Mexico. Now it's time to do laundry. I've got my huge laundry bag. I'm gonna wash some blankets and all my clothes before we actually get there. No sooner had I left the dealership that the hill hold warning assist light came on, which was kind of odd. And so I went back to the dealership. I had them take a look at it and figure out what was going on. Maybe something just needed to be reset with the battery being replaced, but they couldn't figure out what was happening. So I did some errands around Yuma and wanted to see if it was gonna happen again before I actually left for El Centro, and it did. So back to the dealership I went, and they still couldn't figure out what it was. So my thought was I'll just head to El Centro. It was about an hour, a little over hour drive away from Yuma, and if it came on again, there's a Ram dealership in El Centro, and I'll have them take a look at it again because I don't wanna go to Mexico with a bunch of issues with my van. That's kind of scary for me. Thankfully, that warning light hasn't resurfaced, and as you can probably see, I'm in Baja. But before I get you here in the video, let's go back to El Centro.
Hey girl, see, there's nothing to be scared of.
Breaker 19, what's going on?
10-4 DO double G.
We urban camped in El Centro and then started the 3-hour drive to San Felipe. I was so excited to get on the road and leave all that tension behind me that, well, you can see it in the last video if you haven't already. Just right up here if you want to click that after this video is done, of course. I desperately needed to get my blood pressure down and get this tension out of my body, and these van issues, they're not helping with it. We're getting close to the border, but we're excited. We really, really need this. It was a stressful day yesterday. All right, well, we made it to the border, but we paid for our FMM online. We never got authorization. Hi, we need to do FMM over here. Just go around, okay. So we just thought, come to the border and get our FMM here, and it was easy. We just went in, filled everything out. We had to pay again, but I think what we'll do is maybe dispute the charges online for the first one, because since we didn't get it, I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out.
Just got a warning.
So Holly and Shane just got pulled over by the police just as we arrived in Mexico, so we're gonna have to find out what happened. I don't know what's going on. I've heard more stories of people having issues down here this year than I ever have in the 3 years that I've been coming here. Once you cross the border into Mexico, you're in Mexicali, which is a pretty large city. I typically don't stop here, but I just push on to San Felipe, which is the first town in Baja that's right off of the Gulf of California. It's a pretty easy drive with only one military checkpoint. Traveling with them behind me.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine. Where are you going?
San Felipe tonight.
Location.
San Felipe is a bit of a tourist town in my opinion, but not overly touristy. It's the place where I first came with escapers several years ago and got my first taste of what Baja life is about. The Baja region is a pretty incredible place and I've loved coming back now for the third time. The first order of business is to get some pesos at the ATM, then get some lunch and relax. Welcome to San Felipe.
Gracias.
I'm the welcoming committee now. So thankfully we made it to San Felipe just fine. They got pulled over.
I was talking to you on the radio.
It's her fault.
Amber said, here, talk to me on these radios.
Try not to get pulled over.
No, she left that part out.
We've been using the two-way radios for 3 years now, never had any issues, but
They spotted us coming in from the border and got right up next to us and told us to pull over. So I think they were just kind of eyeballing who they could pull over because it wasn't very long after we got pulled over that they asked for some money. Like, do you have cash? You could just pay me and go. And we said, we're sorry, we can't do that. And then I just kept giving him puppy dog eyes and pretending like I didn't know what he was saying.
Let's
and
see
I
your
was
puppy
like,
dog.
if you want to see more about it, go over to their channel at The Queen and Bob and find out more details on their first time in Baja getting pulled over.
that was a story to remember.
Girl, Lily, we survived the ride down. My baby.
For sure. Shrimp tacos, guacamole. Y'all, did we all get the same thing?
We did.
Bunch of weirdos I'm with.
Video.
Alright guys, bottoms up.
That was a good call, Amber.
That was good. So I guess second order of business is to get our Telcel SIM card so that we can have data while we're here. So we're at the Telcel store right now. I feel like we're striking out everywhere we go. We went to Oxxo, which I normally go to. It's kind of like the 7-Eleven of Mexico. And they had no idea what I was talking about, even though I've purchased from that store several times. So I don't think Holly and Shane really believe anything I say. I use iOverlander quite a bit to find free camping spots, and we found this public beach access point to stay just on the west side of San Felipe. However, the trash and glass everywhere was pretty bad. So the Nomad motto, leave it better than you found it. So we grabbed a trash bag and started a trash cleanup on the beach before we enjoy the low tide and playing in the sand. Huge bags of glass everywhere, just everywhere. Disposable masks, feces on toilet paper. It's kind of gross. What are you doing, you silly goose? Come on, come on, come on. Come here. Yeah. What is that? Oh, it's a shell. That's super cool.
Look at that rock.
Oh, I love that. Wait.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Come on, baby, come. Come on, baby, come.
You in the water?
No, she doesn't like it. That's you. So amazing out here. It's so refreshing. My toes in the sand. We're walking out on this little part where the tide is out. The tide is coming in now. It's just beautiful. Oh, they go good. Oh, bless you.
Or sea cucumber.
I'm just trying to make my coffee, and we're like in there trying not to be in each other's way. And the first thing out of his mouth, he's like, "So, can I go look for treasures now?" It's the cutest thing ever.
So Shane, I don't know if we can get it down there. Let's see if I can pull in. There he is. He's out there with a flashlight looking for treasures. He's like a little kid. There he is with his light. He found all these shells and smooth rocks. We all like to carry like little rocks in our pocket. For me, it helps with stress.
I have a little black smooth rock I found on the beach, and it's super smooth and it's just calming.
By the way, how do you like my hair, guys? You never see me like this. This is me waking up in the morning.
This is some serious Baja fashion on my hair. This is awesome.
This is me waking up.
Isn't she beautiful?
Aw, thank you.
She's
I know she was filming. I'm like, no, my hair's up like this. What are my viewers gonna think? They've never seen me like this.
It's like, stop, Amber. You're gorgeous. You're always gorgeous. Tell her. She's always gorgeous.
You guys get to see the good parts of me. One of my very favorite things to do is wake up early for a sunrise. It's a bit of a sacrifice sometimes to wake up so early, but once I'm up, it's such a marvelous experience to witness, especially with the salt water rushing in and out over the beach. I'm feeling so much calmer and more at peace since we arrived, and this sunrise, it speaks to me. It fills me with this calming energy to watch the brilliant glow fill the dark sky slowly until the sun peaks on the horizon and takes its place in the sky. This is exactly what I needed. We're headed out to Guerrero, Negro. We're trying to get as far south as possible, i.e. Cabo San Lucas, really quickly because the weather is starting to heat up down there. The idea is we travel south as quick as possible, we get to Cabo, and then work our way slowly up north as the weather starts to warm down south because, as you know, I hate humidity, and I don't think they like humidity either. Sustenance for the road. Got my green smoothie with some protein powder in it. I've got coffee. I've got my liquid greens and water. I know it's a lot. I have to go to the bathroom a lot too on the road.
600.
600?
Yep.
Oh, $59.99.
Oh, almost.
I know, right? We made it over to Guerrero Negro. We went to the spot that I was at in 2020. Ooh, there's a lot of sun there. Went to the spot we were at in 2020, but we didn't really get a great cell signal, and Holly needs to get on a call for tomorrow. So we came back over here to a spot that we were also at back in 2020. It's a little RV park here in Guerrero Negro. I am now headed to the restaurant. I'm gonna meet them over there. I'm not wearing a t-shirt. Look, I even got shoulders today. We're getting closer to the south, and it feels good to actually go into a restaurant, get some good food to eat, like a nice kind of sit-down restaurant. Table for three?
Yes, yes, come in.
Sure, here. Poor Lily, she had to be in here all by herself while we ate dinner. What's going on, Mama? What's doing, Mommy? Oh, have a good time all by yourself, did you? Huh? Hi, sweetness, I love you. Mama loves you, baby. Oh, that good girl. You sniffing me? What's on me? What is it? So we just got back from eating dinner. It was really, really good. I had the carne asada. But my friends over here, they're having a little bit of a hard time. They had an infestation of flies. Look at them. Do you hear them? Hold on, look at them. Oh, he got one. They don't actually.
Fried flies in here.
Oh my God. Fried flies. They don't have a screen door like I do, so they left their door open and got all these flies. Better them than me. You didn't hear that, did you? It was really bad. They had like probably 50 plus flies in there a while ago. I actually got to do some work. Oh my God, it sounds like the whole van's coming down over there. Get some work done before we go to Mulahey, which I'm not sure if we're going tomorrow or the next day. But we're gonna sit for a little while and just catch our breath. We've been driving a lot, and it feels good to just sit over here and sit still and, you know, just have some fun. Oh my God, you can still hear them in there. All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm over here, still at the RV park. Just wanted to show you where I actually took a shower this morning. I'm gonna spare you from going inside because it's not pretty. Oh, it looks like they actually cleaned it up in here. That's good. There was a gross hairball in the bottom of the shower pan. Not so pleasant. Thankfully, can't see very well without my glasses in a far distance, so I decided to ignore it and still get in the shower. But good news is the shower was super hot. Good pressure, it's always a plus. I had a really good night's sleep here last night. It was pretty quiet. Fans were going, which I love. It's like white noise. It really helps me sleep. So that was going, and I just felt really calm and peaceful here until this morning. We got a few dogs barking out there, but it's a little nerve-wracking sometimes when you're trying to work. Again, van life, you just can't get away from it. So I'm actually working on editing the video that you're watching now, and then we're headed to Mulahey. We're gonna do some beach camping all along the coast there, so I'm super excited to go over there. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful off of the Gulf of California. And by the way, if you guys could like, share, and comment on this video, it really helps other people to see this video just like you, and Lily would appreciate it too. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.